So I'm on vacation and I struggle with mold toxicity. And unfortunately, I was symptomatic before we left our home in Hawaii. So my immune system is already like, it's fried. We're doing trusted house sitters. So we're staying at people's homes, a free place to stay and a free car in exchange of watching their pets for free. So it's a mutually beneficial situation. Now, what that means is obviously we have like no control over the quality of the home in terms of is there water damage. So we are staying at two different homes. There's a home that was just gorgeous. We stayed at for about a week and a half. And unfortunately, in the master bathroom, there was signs of significant water damage. Just the odor that would hit you whenever you would open up the door was so significant. The hotel I was honestly the most concerned about because our business partner and our canine handlers that travel nationwide are always staying in moldy hotels. And that's not because we're putting them there. That is literally because like we can't escape it. If it feels like no matter how new the hotels are, there's just not the proper maintenance that's being done to make sure that the hotel rooms stay safe and water intrusion free. Now this current home that we're living in is so beautiful. We've been really blessed to stay at incredible properties, like multi-million-dollar properties. But that is just going to show that no matter how expensive the home is or how nice the home is, it's still showing how easy it is for water intrusion and mold to grow. So I'm gonna take you with me and I'm gonna show you a couple of the areas. One sec. This is the bathroom that we're using, and to the normal eye, looks good. There's no strong odor in this home or anything like that. But then when I look down and see this, number one red flag is the bubbling paint there. That's obvious signs of moisture intrusion and that there's water behind the wall. And then look at the baseboard. Not only is it swollen, it's showing signs of cracking there where there's moisture getting in behind it, but then the severe discoloration there. Now it could be simple that the water is just coming out of the shower door and leaking and hitting here, but I don't think that that's necessarily the case. I think that there's actually a failure in the shower itself because of how that moisture is here, unless it's wicking up, which is a possibility. But you wouldn't really know until you were to dim that part of the wall to see the severity. Okay, sign of moisture intrusion number two is this kind of sagging sheetrock. You can tell that there's something going on behind it. You have some hairline cracking naturally in the ceiling, which doesn't always obviously mean moisture intrusion. It could just be settlement. This is a little bit of an older home, but whenever you couple it with this deformation that's happening in the sheetrock, that's usually a really telltale sign that there is water intrusion in this property. Now, sign number three, hi Roxy. This could be just because they left the windows open during a rainstorm, but you can see here that there's some really significant swelling going on, specifically in the base area here. Signs of visible water damage. Now, visible water damage doesn't always mean mold, but in most instances it does, and there are several windows throughout the property that are like this. So those are just some visual indicators to keep an eye out on whenever you are touring properties: baseboard swelling, paint peeling, bubbling, discoloration and trim, sheetrock sagging. All of those are not normal, and usually it has to be handled with material removal. It can't be painted over. It needs to be removed and properly remediated under IICRC standards. Good luck.